With your tax settings done, let's go into Standard Rates and create an example tax rate. Go to WooCommerce, Settings, Tax, and then Standard Rates. If you enable taxes in the Quick Setup Wizard, you should have at least one tax row here already. That won't teach you much though, so let's create a new row. Select Insert Row and let's talk about each field here. First is country code, which is a 2-digit code, for example US. You can leave this blank to apply this rate to all countries. Following that is state code, again a 2-digit code. For within the US, use a 2-digit abbreviation, for example IN for Indiana. As before, you can leave blank to apply to all states within the country. Next up, you can enter zip or postcodes for this rate. You can separate multiple zip or postcodes with a semicolon. Also, you can use wildcards to match several postcodes automatically. For example, PE with an asterisk would match all postcodes starting with PE. You can also use numeric ranges. For example, 2000 to 3000. Finally, you can leave it blank to apply to all zip or postcodes. In the city field, you can use the semicolon to separate a list of cities. Leave blank to apply to all cities. Now we're at the most important field. For rate percent, enter your required or desired tax rate. For example, in Indiana, enter 7.000 for the state sales tax of 7%. With tax name, you can name your tax rate. In our example, we'll name it sales tax. Next, in priority, choose a priority for this tax rate. Only one matching rate per priority will be used. To define multiple tax rates for a single area, you need to specify a different priority per rate. For compound, if this rate is compound, it applies on top of all prior taxes. Check or uncheck accordingly. Then finally, shipping. If this rate also applies to shipping, check the shipping box. With this knowledge, let's recap what we just set up. This is the sales tax setup for Indiana. The country code is set to US for the United States, then IN for the Indiana state code. We'll leave the zip code and city fields blank to cover every location in Indiana. Sales tax rate is 7% in the state, so we've entered 7.000. We'll then name it sales tax with a priority set to 1. We don't want to compound this on top of other prior taxes, but we do want it to apply to shipping. Just to note, you can set additional standard rates if you need to by selecting Insert Row again and adding more rates as needed. If you do add additional rates, WooCommerce orders them by specificity, meaning it looks to apply your most specific rate first, then moving to broader rates. For example, from city-specific rates to state to country rates. You can also select your other classes if you need to add rates to those as well. Congrats again on setting up your first tax rate. If you need any inspiration, we have more examples and tips in our documentation, so be sure to read over those. Save your tax rate by selecting Save Changes and you're done. Thanks for watching.